Sports, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Soldier Field. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow! Hey, yellow, hey, go gun. Yellow!
They go play fake. Mahomes. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
43!
A former rushing champ and three-time All-Pro, it's Priest Holmes. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Hey, rip left! Hey, 57!
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick 6 to take the lead.
Partner, you'd have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Holmes. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He will have the conversion and more than that. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Here's Holmes. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Shaquille Leonard in there to blow that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. It's Hill, complete. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Come back!
A run now with Lewis. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy,
Yellow.
right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And a loose football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. The first carry for the Hall of Famer. Here's Marshall Faulk. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go!
2nd and 11 now.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
It's complete. He's got Gronk. On the move past the 40. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown Colts. Alec Pierce from 21 yards away. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Gano for the extra point. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Yellow! Hey, 15, 15, 15!
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
15, 15!
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On the carry, it's Holmes. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's caught. Beckham. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Hey, 43, 15.
2 minutes to play. First half, it's 14-0. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
To about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marshall Faulk. Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
CeeDee Lamb to return it from his end zone.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Viking 18. Go.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll power his way up near the 25. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Tag. 19 tight. 19 tight.
second down. Here's Cunningham. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
They'll run left with Pollard. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense,
Let's
not
go.
allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8
Here we
now.
go. Here we
They'll
go.
be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to
18
convert the
Cardinal,
first
18
down.
Cardinal.
Now Cunningham. Got a man complete. Calvin Johnson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
10 more there and another first down.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
60 Bison.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Cunningham. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Cunningham. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Kwity Paye able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
On 4th down, Cunningham. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down. He'll look to throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And the slot man goes in motion left. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's good for 28 yards.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Marshall Faulk
Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Colts post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Lamb gets the green light. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Come on.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
70 Timberwolves.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Cunningham to throw. Swinging this out to Pollard. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
60 Eagles. Rocco 80.
Now Cunningham. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Ready? 79 Broncos. Mustang 19.
They'll try and throw for it here. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. That's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
70 Timberwolves.
Yeah, they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now again, left side to Falk. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time. 4th and 1. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Lamb gets the green light. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Again, it's Johnson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Let's go now.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Now with draw plays. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can knock a third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And the slot man goes in motion left. 2nd and 11. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Leon Sandcastle.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, here this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a 1-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll set up the throw. And this one is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
Ready? Mustang 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll check it off to Falk, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. Back to throw again. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The big fella. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here we go,
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. You got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
On the jump.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Off play action, it's Cunningham. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. They'll give to Falk up the middle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Touchdown! Rob Gronkowski from 6 yards away. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 17-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. the green light. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form?
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Patrick Willis, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Lamb gets the green light. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. This offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this match. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Cunningham looking to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Drop 60, drop 60.
Now Cunningham. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Viking 18, Cowboy 80.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. That's complete right around the 8. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. And that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Folk. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On the give, here's Falk. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On the handoff, this is Falk. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They'll run now with Falk. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Easy play for the corner, Leon Sandcastle.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Panther 60.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this.
As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Soldier Field.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, break. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go, let's go.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. And he finds Gronk. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Check it, check it.
Here's Cunningham.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Brand, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Shoves him away. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it just short.
Gano's kick is good, and the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up and bit a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. That's going to be caught by Moss. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to throw that one back.
A throw left side complete to Harold Carmichael. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Colts are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward.
Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go,
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Cunningham. Right side going to be complete to Moss. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Man open, Harold Carmichael complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Bronco 80. Hurt.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw here. It's complete. He finds Falk here.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give inside for Falk. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. That's complete to Calvin Johnson.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. He connected on his first, this from 41.
Gano's kick is good. And 2 field goals now mean they take a rare 6-2 lead. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Ready, break. 70 Lions. Ready.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cunningham to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Okay,
first
ready.
down there on a pickup at 25.
19 Lions. Reload.
Now Cunningham. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions. But that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw. Cunningham. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Here we go.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. Cunningham. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Pulls it in at the 13. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. Cindy, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23.
Ready. 18, Pioneers.
They'll stick with the passing game as he goes to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Draymond Jones dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on third down. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Looking for Gronkowski. Out route, he's got him. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Randy Moss, 60 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this third quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Gregory Rousseau picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. To the left side, complete to Moss.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Randall Cunningham keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Vikings are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken from about the 12. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Draymond Jones. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Vikings are going to take possession up.